After 32 years, the case of Azaria Chamberlain is to be heard once more before a Darwin coroner. Now, Max Futcher is in Darwin ahead of Friday's inquest. And Max, the question I guess everyone is asking is, why is this happening after all this time?
Yeah, well, Bill, we've had the three coronial inquests, the Royal Commission and the trial, and after all these years, Azaria Chamberlain's cause of death is still listed as an open finding, so cause of death unclear. And the Chamberlains want that changed to dingo attack, and they point to at least a dozen attacks in the years since Azaria disappeared, including one on Fraser Island in 2001, in which a 9-year-old boy was tragically killed. Now, it's fair to say that we didn't know much about dingo behaviour back in the 80s, but we do know a fair bit more now. So the Chamberlains' lawyers want this loose end tied up, and for this shadow of conjecture that's still hanging over the Chamberlains after all these years to be removed once and for all.
It's more than 30 years since that infamous cry echoed off the red cliffs of Uluru and reverberated around the world.
Dingo's got my baby.
This Friday, yet another inquest will attempt to determine once and for all if that is what happened.
Making a submission that the open finding, as it presently stands, be replaced with a finding that Azaria was taken by a dingo.
Currently, the cause of Azaria's death is listed as unknown. Now, a coroner in Darwin will consider fresh evidence of dingo attacks, but this case will forever be linked with the scene of the tragedy, where a 9-week-old baby girl was taken from the family tent and never seen again.
I just wonder if there's too much time passed and too much under the bridge, whether they can actually do that.
I think a lot of people now do feel that the dingo probably did take them, because since then we've had issues on Fraser Island and other places.
Lindy Chamberlain was jailed for murder for 3 years before she was exonerated. Barrister John Bryson wrote Evil Angels, the definitive account of the case.
The trial was remarkable for the amount of fraud that took place in that courtroom.
Evidence from the trial is stored at the National Museum, including the dress Azaria wore in this iconic photo.
It's a reminder that there is a baby involved.
Azaria's blankets.
These spots have been cut out for the forensic testing.
Even the Chamberlain's camera case.
The Crown case alleged that Lindy killed Azaria in the car and then hid the body in the camera bag.
But this inquest will only receive written reports. No witnesses, no bloodied baby clothes.
A lot's changed out here in 3 decades. The Chamberlains' original camping spot is now overgrown. But one thing's exactly the same, and that's Michael and Lindy's account of what happened that night. This week, they hope a coroner finally agrees with them.
For the Chamberlains to get the record straight, that a dingo took the baby.
At Uluru, Max Futcher, 10 News.